I made as high as $2 million a month as a kid in my 20s, but believe me when I say nobody was more surprised than me. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to make money so fast it feels illegal and reach $100,000 a month. So the first thing we have to start with is value creation, where it has to feel like a fair exchange. And the best way to learn about this, in my personal opinion, is Alex Hormozi's book, $100 Million Offers. Now, I was already doing this for years without knowing it because I couldn't explain it. And that is part of teaching. And that's one of the reasons I admire Alex, because like he is a good teacher. But in his book, to break it down, he talks about offers and he breaks down into 4 quadrants. So you have determined outcome, you have perceived likelihood of achievement, you have perceived time and then effort. The lower time and effort are, the closer to 0, right? The better. And the better the outcome and the higher the chance of achievement, the better. Okay. And so we're trying to create our offers in that way as much as possible. Now, by default, some offers will not have as high of a value exchange because it's not as good of an offer. And the reason it's not as good of an offer is because of that quadrant. So like a great example is that I liked is I had a fitness offer, online fitness. And no matter how good I make an online fitness offer, it's never going to be as good as getting plastic surgery or getting liposuction, right? Because liposuction, if you think about it, it's like determined outcome. You're gonna look great, right? Perceived likelihood of achievement, 100%. Happens instantly, guaranteed results. You know what I mean? Like no effort and sacrifice, you land on a table. If you think about a fitness offer though, it's like determined outcome, yes. Perceived likelihood of achievement, very low. Takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort. And so by default, some offers will not hit this benchmark, but if you can find stuff that does, that's part of the key to creating wealth. So I'm gonna walk you through a few of my offers that have made me millions of dollars, so you guys can at least see how these fit in the quadrant. The first offer I ever sold was a fitness offer. So let's take you through that. So let's say the determined outcome is lose 20 pounds of fat. So lose 20 pounds of fat, perceived likelihood of achievement. Part of the way I was able to raise that is I said how to eat whatever you want without sabotaging results, how to train however you want without sabotaging results. And so that increased the chance that they would achieve the likelihood of it, right? Time I couldn't really affect and effort I couldn't really affect. So it was an okay offer and it made me pretty damn good money, but it was 2 out of 4 essentially, right? So you guys can kind of see that in practice. The next offer I had was a business offer for fitness trainers because I started having a lot of success. I was making millions of dollars. And so trainers started asking me how I was having success. So determined outcome was make, let's say 10 grand a month. Perceived likelihood of achievement was like 50-50. There wasn't much I could do on that. Time was a lot and effort was a lot. So because the determined outcome was so high, because so many people want to make a lot of money, it's great. But in terms of points out of that, 1 out of 4, right? So it could have been a lot better. Then I bought a portfolio company, which was, they help people day trade, right? And so we'll look at determined outcome, make a lot of money, okay? Perceived likelihood of achievement, pretty high because like they lose some of the trades, they win some, so pretty high. Time could be within a week, so that was way better. Effort, they just have to click buttons, essentially, or that's how most people think of day trade. So that offer actually has made me a lot more money in terms of profit since taking it on because it hit a lot of the boxes. The last offer I had was teaching people how to become closers. So how to become a closer and make 10K a month, right? Perceived likelihood of achievement, really hard. Time's long, effort's hard. So out of all those offers, you can see that the ones that have done the best for me typically either have a crazy high determined outcome, like people really, really want it, which overcomes some of the deficiencies, or all the quadrants across the board are equal. And so what that allows you to do is it allows you to create equal and fair value. And the better the value is, the more money people will pay you, right? And you can even be in an industry, let's say you're a trainer, I'll go back to like the examples I had, or you're a business consultant. If there's 10 other people, but you give the most value, you're the best one, people will pay you the most money. Simple. Like you don't want to compete on value. Being the cheapest is the dumbest. Being the most expensive is the smartest. And the reason I say that is when you can focus on how much value you give, you don't have to play, just trying to get clients 24/7. You don't have to try to just take anyone and everyone. You can literally figure out who is the best fit for your offer, show tons of value, and then charge a premium price, which is great because in the world of high ticket or in the world of business, when you're bootstrapping a business, building a business like from scratch with high ticket products is the best. And so what I've just walked you guys through is how to create good value equation. You can take any business through those quadrants, and then based on that, that will make it easier. Now, that doesn't mean if you only have 1 out of 4 points, hypothetically, that you're not gonna make a lot of money. If you can make the value equation as advantageous as possible, that's where you can charge more money. And I'm telling you, like all the offers I sold, fitness was $3,200 for 4 months. Business consulting, I've sold everywhere from $5,000 to $200,000 a month, right? Or $2,000 for year, excuse me. The day trade offer as high as $25,000 a month, anywhere between, $5,000 to $25,000. But it's not a month, it's like for 3 months or 4 months commitment. The closer offer as high as $10,000, right? For 3 to 4 months. So when you can do that, what it allows you to do, and we'll get into in the next thing, is it allows you to really grow and scale businesses, and it kind of makes getting rich a cheat code, because most people are doing the Shark Tank model. They're going on, they're getting this pack of gum and they're trying to sell 1 million pieces of this gum. And ultimately that's a lot harder to do than if I just sell one. Let's hypothetically say this was like a tank. It's a lot easier, okay?